The sales keep coming, and so does the makeup. We are doing another full face of new makeup. I think it's full face, mostly a full face of new makeup. Let me just give you a little preview of what we are working with today. We're trying the Jones Road Tinted Moisturizer, the Prada Reset Powder. This is the green color correcting setting powder, the Prada Eyeshadow Palette in 06 Pulp, the Givenchy Loose Blush in 03, the YSL Make Me Blush in Rose Haze. We are trying out a Prada eyeliner and a Prada lip balm. We're going to try out a Jones Road lip liner and a couple of things that are newer that I might have tried a time or two, but I want to put them all together to create a face of makeup. This is, of course, the face of makeup that I have created. I am loving it. I love these colors. I specifically set out to like match my shirt, match the vibe. So if you want to hear me talk about these new items and give you my first impressions on them, you're in the right place. Let's get right into it. The first thing that we're going to start with is the Jones Road Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer. I got this for my skin tint video. I have tried it before. I want to try it several different ways, several different application methods so that I can really have a good solid handle on it for when I film that video. I have worn this before. I really, really liked it. I have the shade Ivory. This is what that looks like. And I'm just going to dab it on, blend it in with a beauty blender. So that is the Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer blended out on the skin. I didn't layer it or build it up. This is just a thin layer all over the face. I think it looks really, really nice. It's a very pretty tinted moisturizer. It's not too glowy. It's not matte. It's kind of a natural finish, light coverage. Beautiful. I will go into more detail, in my skin tint review, but just straight out of the gate, wanted to let you know that this is a good one. This is a really, really nice tinted moisturizer. And you get so much product in here. You get 1.69 fluid ounces. It's priced really well, I think, for the amount that you get and how great it looks on the skin. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some concealer under my eyes to even everything out. I am going to use my Gucci concealer. This has been my go-to concealer. It's so good. It's thin, it's smoothing, it doesn't enhance any texture. For me, over 50, you're just trying to find things that don't make you look older, that don't like age you, because you know what I mean. I know you all know what I mean. You can put something on your face, you're instantly like, wow, I look so much older with that on. A lot of makeup as you get older can do that. And here's the thing. I love makeup. I still want to wear it. I'm not out here like trying to look like I'm not wearing makeup. I love makeup. I want to wear makeup, but I don't want it to make me look older. I want it to make me look my age or, better, right? I don't want to put something on that's going to make me look worse. This doesn't. I love the way that this looks on the skin. It's so smoothing. It doesn't settle. It doesn't even look like I have on makeup, right? It doesn't look like I'm wearing concealer. It just looks like I have nice, smooth, even under eyes. Love this stuff. It's so good. It is expensive, but I have concealers that cost more. And I think for the amount that you get and what this does for the under eyes, I think it's worth it. It's less than the Victoria Beckham. It's less than the WESTMAN Atelier. And I like it better than both of those. I'm surprised I'm saying that, but I do. There's just something about this. I think it's the consistency of it that just doesn't accentuate anything under your eyes. It's beautiful. I know I've sung its praises in several videos now, but I really, really like it. So for powder, I have the Prada Reset Powder. I've never tried this. I got this at Bloomingdale's. They had everything 15% off. So I picked this up. I wanted to give it a shot. See how I like it. I've been very impressed with the Prada products. This is the powder. It is just like literally a green, just a green powder. So I'm kind of afraid to set under my eyes with this. That's what we're here for, right? To try things and see what works and what doesn't. I'm just going to go in under my eyes very lightly since it's green, and we'll just see how it works. It is really smoothing. Take some here between my brows. Go on my chin. It is meant to be a color correcting powder. It's not necessarily a setting powder. I used it in the center of my face where I do have some redness. Get redness around here. The center of my brows, I always have just a little bit of redness here, and then on my chin. And I think it did a good job at evening out my skin tone. I look quite flat because I have no dimension because it did even everything out so well. I'm going to do the slightest bit of contouring. I'm going to use my Victoria Beckham Contour Stylus in the shade Travertine. This is almost done. Honestly, I'm just kind of using it up. So if you are older like me, you can put a little bit of contour here if you have any like pre-joweling, and it can kind of give you the illusion of a more sculpted jawline. This stick blends out so easily. Like, look, I mean, I'm just patting it with my brush and it just blends itself. It is a really, really good formula. My problem with it is that you get so little product in it for the price. It's so easy to work with, like foolproof. You saw how easy it blended out. I literally just tap it with a brush and it blends out. You can't overdo it. It's like the size of an eyeshadow stick. So it's really, really difficult to overdo or mess up or get too much product. My problem with it is that you get 0.04 ounces and it's $38. So I just think that there are other contour products that do just as good for way less money that are going to last you way longer than this little stick. It is a good product though. It really is beautiful on the skin. My Dior contour stick is just as good and you get so much more, like 30 times the amount of product. I mean, so much more than that. It looks great though. It's a beautiful product. So I'm going to do my brows real quick. I do not have a new brow product. I mean, is it boring that I use the same products in every video? I don't know. I'm kind of new to this space. I'm trying to kind of navigate and see what those of you that have found me, what you want to see. Anyway, I'm going to fill in my brows with my WESTMAN Atelier Balm Brow, and I will be right back. I do want to do a little bit of bronzer. It's officially spring, and I am really liking a much bronzer look. I wear bronzer year round, but I'm doing a little more intense bronzer. So I'm trying to decide between these two bronzers. I went ahead and picked up the Dior limited edition bronzer. This is in Coral Bronze. This is quite deep on me. Surprisingly, I filmed an entire video doing an update on the Chanel and Dior products because I grabbed more from the summer releases, and I applied that bronzer for the first time, and it did not look good. But I also have the GUERLAIN Terracotta. Surprisingly, like the color stories look pretty similar here. Swatches of the two bronzers, the two newer ones that I have. This is the Dior, and this is the GUERLAIN. The Dior is quite a bit deeper, which is totally fine, right? Since they only have one depth, that it's a little bit deeper there. That way it can work for maybe a wider variety of skin tone. The Terracotta bronzer that I have is in light cool. So it is the lightest shade of that one. And I feel like this one is quite intense on me right now with the depth that my skin is. The Dior is almost too dark on me, so I'm not going to put that one on right now. I'm going to go ahead and use the GUERLAIN Terracotta bronzer, and we're going to go in with this gigantic Sephora bronzer brush. This is such a nice brush. I'm going to try to kind of mix it around because this is quite an intense bronzer in my opinion, but it's beautiful. All right, we are bronzed, and I love this bronzer. It wasn't my monthly favorites, and you can hopefully see why. I feel like it just makes me look sun-kissed. It looks like the color that my skin would naturally turn if I were out in the sun. I am out in the sun, but I protect my skin because we should protect our skin. I don't really talk about sunscreen a lot on this channel because I feel like it's such a personal thing. There's so many sunscreens that people love that I do not like. There are probably a lot of people that wouldn't like the sunscreens that I like. I like a mineral sunscreen just because that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what my skin prefers. Right now I'm using the In Beauty Project. Love it. So I have a couple of blush options. I have the YSL blush in Rose Haze. Really pretty. Still haven't used this yet. I got this in the Sephora sale. It was my #1 pick. Like the #1 thing that I wanted from the Sephora sale was this blush in Rose Haze, and I still have not used it. It's a beautiful shade. And then, because I was influenced by Alicia Arthur, I got the Givenchy Prism Lead Brush in Brush Prism Lead Blush in the Coral shade 03. It's a coral shade. If anybody that speaks French happens to watch this video, will you please let me know the proper way to say Prism Lead? I heard from one person that you shouldn't pronounce the E unless it has a little accent over it. And then one person said that you should. So I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. I apologize. I really do try to be respectful and, you know, learn how to pronounce things. I'm just not very good at it. I have tried this once. It's pretty intense and it's a loose powder. It's kind of hard to get used to. We might do both. We'll see. I have two new eyeshadow palettes. One of the new Dior limited edition eyeshadow palettes. I got the shade Brown Cashmere. That's so pretty. I've not tried this yet. I might hold off on this and do like a full face of Dior. The Prada eyeshadow palette that I picked up. If you've been to my channel before, I never want to assume that like, oh, well, you know me. If you've been to my channel before, you probably know. I am quite taken with the Prada eyeshadows. And this is the shade, what shade is this? This is 06 Pulp. Like a warm pinky color story. I had to have it. I don't know what else to say at this point. I love the Prada eyeshadows and they're like Pokemon to me. I got to catch them all. We're definitely going to go in with the Prada eyeshadow palette. Do eyes first and then we'll go in and do cheeks. I don't really have an eye look planned out, but the great thing about these Prada eyeshadows is you don't really need to. They kind of do the work for you, or at least the ones that I've used up to this point. We'll see. This one could be different. This could be the one that is like, what are you thinking? You can't wear that. We'll see. So I am going to first go in with this shade right here, this like center shade. It's a satin. I'll show you all the shades after we get an eye look on. This is like one of the lighter shades that I've seen in a Prada palette. If you have deeper skin, that would be a beautiful lid shade. It's a great like transition shade, contour shade for me. They're very difficult to mess up. I mean, really. Really. I think I'm going to take the pink. This is like, to me, the scary shade, this hot pink. This is a color that I would not typically wear. However, when Prada released the Hollow Nudes collection, I bought Peony and Primula and skipped Pansy because I thought it was too pink. And then I ended up getting Pansy, and that ended up being probably my favorite, one of my favorites by far, and it's pink. The Pansy palette kind of opened my eyes to the fact that I can wear pinks. You know, I've always been afraid of them because I have brown eyes. The wrong pink can kind of make me look, you know, unwell. Probably changed my mind about that. So I'm like, maybe I can do this pink. Probably not, but we're going to try it. Just going to get a tiny bit on my brush and try to run it through my crease lightly. I mean, that worked great. It's so funny. Like I see these color stories in Prada and I'm like, what am I going to do with that? You know, I kind of for a minute am a little not afraid, but you know, slightly afraid of using the color, the bright color in the palettes, but you really don't have to be because they're so soft and they blend so easily. These pinks are pinks that are so wearable to me. It just kind of warmed it up. I am going to go in with this deepest shade right here on the outer corner, and I'm going to take it slightly under my lash line as well. Again, I'm always kind of afraid of these super deep shades in the palette, and you really don't have to be. So yeah, I was, again, that's another shade that you do not have to fear. We're going to go in with this metallic. I use my finger for metallics most of the time. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Let's see how this looks on the lid. Let me get some swatches of these shades. They're so pretty. It's so much like softer on the eyes than I thought it was going to be. It's such a beautiful, like wearable. Who would have thought that this is a wearable shade? But it is. These are the colors on my fingers. The most impressive thing to me about these is there is no powder. Like if you didn't know that these were not cream eyeshadows, you would think that they were a cream eyeshadow based on how they swatch, how they feel, how they apply to the lids. They apply like a powder. They're easy to work with like a powder. What I'm saying is there's no fallout. Even after me getting my fingers in there, getting swatches, using the palette, there's no powder. You can see a slight little smudge here just where I accidentally, like touched it when I was swatching it. No powder. There's no powder kick up in the pan, on my hands, on my swatches, on my eyes. Just wanted to look at my 10 times magnification mirror just to make sure. And no fallout. They're beautiful shadows. I can't stop talking about how good these eyeshadows are. A luxury shadow that performs. So I also picked up the Prada eyeliner in Mahagony. I have not used this yet. Now this is a shade that typically I would not go for because it's a kind of a red. We're going to go for it today. So I'm just going to take it under my lashes, super close to my lash line, and kind of soften that with my little smudger brush. You do have a little bit of time to work with these. They set pretty quickly. I'm going to take this on my upper lash line. I'm going to go in with black just because I don't like to have a red right next to my eyeball, but I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's find out together. I think I'm going to line my lash line just like from the halfway point. I didn't do a wing because I'm going to go in with black, but I wanted to just kind of get a little bit of that color down. I'm going to tightline with my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal. I'm going to go in with my Lisa Eldridge Kitten Flick and do a small wing under the Mahagony liner, or try. I'm going in with my Prada mascara. This mascara is so good. It's actually buildable. You can go back in with it over and over to build it up more. A lot of mascaras you can't. They're dry and they're crunchy and you can't really build them, but this one you can. I love the eyeshadows. I'm going to go in and do an inner corner highlight. I'm just going to use my Hourglass palette. I'm going to use this highlight shade right here. I have very deep set eyes, so I need an inner corner highlight. Eyes are done. I'm going to leave them there for now, and then we are going to do blush. I think we're going to go in with this one first. That's a really, really pretty shade. I used it very lightly because I kind of want to go in with the Givenchy. I am just going to take what is on this little puff because this blush is intense. I'm just going to go in the center here. Try to share that between both cheeks. That's super pretty. I really like that shade. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a highlight or not. I kind of feel like I'm liking highlights. I'm so not a highlighter person, but lately I've really been liking highlights. It must be the sun that's out, encouraging me to glow. I own a lot of highlighters because I don't wear them much, but I'm thinking this coral. I'm just going to use a very fluffy brush and we're just going to kind of go, I don't know, everywhere. It's so pretty. I love that highlighter. I think it is so natural and so pretty. It's totally not like me, but I'm not mad at a glowy cheek lately. I feel like the problem with highlighter on me is it can enhance things I don't want enhanced. And I feel like this one doesn't. Another one that I have really, really, really been loving is this Chanel blush and highlight duo, which I didn't think I would. I skipped it initially because I was just like, I love it. Lastly, lips. I've got on the Hourglass Phantom Glossy Balm and wipe that off. I'm going to go in with the Jones Road lip pencil in the shade The Nudist. This is really, really nice. I've never tried anything from Jones Road before, but when I ordered the skin tint, I hate paying for shipping. Like it's a weird thing. I know it doesn't make any sense because I ended up spending more than if I had just paid for the shipping, but their shipping was high. I think it was like $9 or $10. So I went ahead and ordered a lip pencil and eyeshadow, and I really, really like this. Nudist. It's just a beautiful nude. Let me know if you've tried anything from Jones Road. What are your must-haves from the brand? This is my first experience with anything from Jones Road, and I have to say that tinted sunscreen. So good. The lip liner. So good. So I'm between two lip color shades today. They're both Prada lip balms. We're doing a lot of Prada, so I just wanted to go with a Prada lip balm if I could get one open. Okay, here we go. So the two that I have not yet worn are Maple and Guava. But I feel like Guava is going to be the winner for this. I want to show you the tenacity of Prada eyeliners. Okay, this has been here a while, so it's set down, but look. I mean, do you see how hard I'm pushing? It does not budge. It just doesn't move. You can't, it doesn't come off. I'm going to have to get makeup remover to get this off because they are locked and loaded. This is not going to move, so I'm going to swatch around it. Maple is so pretty. These lip balms are gorgeous. I'll do Guava on the bottom. Guava is definitely going to be the one. Up top is Maple. It's got more of a reddish brown undertone, and then Guava is like a pink. And I think that it's going to be perfect for this. So let's go in with Guava. I like the lip balms better than the lipsticks. They're more comfortable to me. I don't feel the need to top it with anything. They're quite slippy. They're not a super long wear formula, but they're a lip balm. However, they're a lip balm that has a beautiful lip color. It's incredibly comfortable on the lips, and the colors are beautiful. And to me, they're quite like universal. I think that they will work for a variety of skin tones because they're sheer shades in wearable neutral colors, and I love them. I have all three of the shades that they make, and I love all three of them. Guava, this one that I'm wearing right now, seems to be the most pigmented of the three, the most lipstick-like of the three. Like that one on the bottom, it does have the most pigment, but they're very comfortable. They are very nourishing. They're great, like actual lip balms, but they're also beautiful lip colors. Love them. That is all that we tried. Let's just run through real quick my thoughts on everything. I know I always say real quick and then it's never real quick, but I'm going to try. The Jones Road Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer. This is a hit. I will go into more detail about this in my skin tint video. The YSL Rose Haze Blush is absolutely gorgeous. It's such a pretty color. This is Rose Haze up here. It's just a neutral, I mean, it's peachy. It's not super peach. It's like a rosy peach, a peachy rose, I would say. Really pretty, very blendable, very easy to work with. These blushes are some of my favorites. They're really, really nice. I wish they had more shades. The Givenchy blush is absolutely gorgeous. It's very intense. Even this shade, shade 3, being on the lighter end of the spectrum, I think that it would work on a variety of skin tones because it's got a lot of pigment to it. I do like that there are 4 colors in here. If you're better at this kind of packaging than I am, you could probably like personalize your shade a little bit. I'm not very good at that, so I didn't even try. I just kind of mix them all together. It's a beautiful formula. It just melts into the skin. It's matte, very finely milled. No complaints. Absolutely love this, and I'm so happy that I picked up this shade. I don't really plan to pick up more because I feel like this shade is like my perfect shade. The Prada powder, I really like this. It's a green powder. I have olive undertones. This works for me. I think it did a really nice job at canceling out any redness on my face and giving me a very even skin tone to work with. You saw before I started putting on any contour or blush or anything, I looked super flat, which means that this did its job at taking away any discoloration. I just looked at it at 10 times magnification under my eyes. You cannot see it. It sinks in beautifully with your concealer, with my concealer. I'm super impressed by this. Now the price is crazy. It's so creamy. This feels very similar to their eyeshadows in the creaminess of it all. There's no powder kick up in this pan. So I went in with my brush. I just went in and swatched this. There's no powder anywhere around this pan. It's a very creamy powder. I know they're coming out with highlighters. I will be getting those since I'm in my highlight era. I will be trying the Prada highlights. I know they're going to be good. I'm going to try them and I know that they're going to impress me, and that's going to be that. But that powder is gorgeous on the skin. It's way more than the Givenchy powder, but on my skin, it works better. The Givenchy pressed powder really seemed almost a little too drying for me, a little too matte, and I don't have dry skin. I have mature skin, yes, I'm 51, but I don't have dry skin. I have normal skin, and that kind of made me feel dry, and it looked a little like, it made my skin look just a little too lifeless, and I like a matte look. I'm not the glowiest person. You can see there's hardly any glow on my face. I like a matte look. That was almost a drying matte. I like a matte that's not drying, if that makes sense. So that Prada powder, to me, I like that better than the Givenchy pressed powder. Okay, let's get into the eyeshadow because I love this. It was probably like looking at this color story online, I was a little intimidated by this color story when I saw it online, not gonna lie, because of this pink. After trying some of the other ones with the colors, like even the bright green in it and the orange, and putting them on and realizing that they're not scary, that these colors, while they are kind of an out there color, they're very soft and they're very easy to work with. You can apply them in a sheer wash on the lid, or you can really build them up and pack them on for more intensity, but they're not scary. They blend out so well and they're so creamy and easy to work with. There's no powder kick up. There is no powder there. It's just a creamy, melty, smooth powder that you can just see that I just kind of blended it out. I have it in my crease. I have that pink in my crease. This looks like this is a very wearable eye look. Like I would wear this day, night. I would wear this to work. I would wear this anywhere. It's not too much. Beautiful color story. Nothing to be afraid of. I was like, this one's going to be the one. This is going to be the one that I can't crack, that I can't figure out, that's going to like be too much, and it's not going to be the right color story for me. I think that these Prada eyeshadows can be the right color stories for pretty much everybody. If you're interested in a Prada eyeshadow palette, I would suggest picking the color story outside of the pop that you like the most, because if you take this away in every palette, they're so wearable. They're so easy to wear. I guess what I'm saying is it's nothing, they're nothing to be afraid of. And this eyeshadow formula is like nothing I have ever tried. I can't think of anything that is similar to this. Just the way that it feels on the fingers and the way that it performs on the eyes, it is different. And I absolutely love it. The Prada eyeliner is just a beautiful formula. Like this is one of the most budge-proof, smudge-proof eyeliner formulas, maybe the most budge-proof, smudge-proof eyeliner formula I've ever used. It is that good. I will say this color, I had a little bit of trouble like building it. I think it's one that you want to put on initially, let it set and leave it alone. Don't go back and try to put more on. You know what I mean? Like try to get it done while it's still wet. The shade is beautiful and it does work with my brown eyes. I don't think that it's too red. I think if you have blue eyes or green eyes or hazel eyes, this is going to be a stunning color on you, period. Jones Road Nudist Lip Liner. That is the color of the Jones Road Lip Liner in Nudist. It's such a pretty color. It's just like a My Lips But Better. It's a nude. It's a mauvey nude. Kind of a neutral tone. It's not super cool. It's not super warm. I would call this a neutral nude, medium depth. I really like the formula. I love that it's a sharpenable pencil. I just prefer those. And then the Prada Lip Balm in Guava is gorgeous. This particular color is one that when I was placing my order online, I had no interest in it. It's in the store in Sephora getting something else, and I saw this on display and swatched it. And as soon as I swatched it, I was like, this is coming home with me. Of the three colors, it has the most pigment, but it's still sheer. It's like a warm pink, I would say. More pink than peach. It's a beautiful color, beautiful for spring, summer, and it's a very, very comfortable formula. So that is it. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe. I would love to have you here. I am going to link everything below in the info box. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please let me know what your must-haves are from Jones Road Beauty. Let me know if you've tried any of these products, if you like them, if you hate them. Let's talk about it. Thanks again for being here. I will see you soon in another video. And until then, take care of yourselves.